What's the best comedy movie you have ever watched? Scrolled forever but couldn't find This Is Spinal Tap. That one goes to 11 every time. I watched Best in Show for the first time 2 weeks ago. I was on a flight back home and could not stop laughing. Good stuff. What We Do in the Shadows. Airplane. One of the greatest spoof movies of all time. Naked Gun. My Cousin Vinny. It's smart, it's hilarious, and it's got some superb acting in it. Edgar Wright movies like Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead. Removed. Trading Places. Absolutely brilliant writing. Runner-up, The Jerk. Office Space. It gets better as I age and it gets more relevant. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. The Emperor's New Groove. I don't care how many times I watch it, I will always die laughing at Superbad. Tommy Boy. The duo of Farley and Spade is phenomenal. Blazing Saddles. The Producers. Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Basically, any Mel Brooks movie will have me laughing till I cry. He's going to be sorely missed when he passes away. Americans, what do Europeans do that you find really weird? Specifically Germans, Berliners, in this case. When you move, you take the kitchen with you. That is just mind-boggling to me. You guys have hamburger-flavored Cheetos in your American food aisle. Homie, we don't even have those. Removed. I can't remember if this is Ireland specific or a thing in the rest of Europe, but the bathroom light switch being outside of the door. Pray tell, Ireland, just how many times a father or a sibling has flicked the switch on and off or just straight up turned it off while you were doing your business. Two Germans will go into an office and shut the door as though they're taking about something important. Nope, just soccer. Removed. I lined in Germany 3 years, I loved everything about it, except one thing, personal space doesn't exist in lines. I'd be standing in line at a store and the next person behind me is breathing down my neck. Step back, man. I do find it a bit odd that everyone sort of agrees nothing happens in August. Like, for a whole month, you better not need anything done, even doctors seem scarce. Edit, to be clear, August is the vacation month in many places in Europe. While August is a popular time to go away in the US, summer vacations seem more distributed through the school-less months. In Europe, however, it just seems understood no one will work in August, or at least a large part of it. Fuck off BuzzFeed. Make people pay to use public toilets. Not weird, but I'm always pretty impressed by their grasp of languages. Here's Ivan straight out of the mean streets of Moscow who speaks better English than I do, and he also speaks Portuguese and Mandarin. Leaving babies napping outside, alone, in cold weather. This is specifically aimed at the Scandinavians. I was in Denmark in November and it was a super windy, cold week, ranged from -6 degrees asterisk to -9 degrees Celsius, and this honestly stunned me. I admire that people feel so safe that they can do it. Edit, I know -6C isn't super cold for Scandinavia, but I have low cold tolerance and it was also windy in Copenhagen. I'm going to Europe on my honeymoon, and it's been crazy to me how other countries just have open borders. I'm taking the ice from Germany to France and there's no border checks? It's really fascinating to me. I am from and work in sea and work with both Euros and Americans. The Americans adjust to heat and humidity pretty fast and well, the Euros not so much. In Paris, I was offered a seat on the metro when there was none every single time. I'm a senior. Very seldom happens here. What has South Park been wrong about? Tom Cruise never came out of the closet. Famously, they were wrong about Hillary winning the election and had to frantically make a new episode to air when Trump won. The Prince of Canada does not dip his arms in pudding when getting married. It's maple syrup. I, in fact, did not get a blowjob after watching Book of Mormon with my wife. Edit. Well, great. One of my most upvoted posts is about me not getting a blowjob. Paris Hilton's dog did not blow its brains out in the back of a limo. Remember when they did that whole "you can't make money on the internet" bit in response to the writers' strike for more streaming royalties? Now they made ungodly amounts of money on their streaming deals over the past several years. Man Bear Pig was supposed to be imaginary because it was a joke about climate change, then they made it real later on to admit they were wrong. That the food at Casa Bonita is good. I could be wrong, but I've never seen a Canadian detach their head from their jaw. Corn does not have special corn powers. Pokemon was not a fad. As a redhead, I can tell you that the Ginger episode made a lot of kids' school days worse. In Butter's very own episode, Gary Condit and John Benet Ramsey's parents were totally not murderers but super were. But in reality it was deemed very unlikely that they committed the murders. In a 2011 interview, South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone stated that they regretted how Condit and the Ramseys were portrayed in the episode. Trey and Matt have made clear in DVD commentaries that they were wrong for showing actual sex change surgery footage in Mr. Garrison's fancy new vagina. Respecting Eric Cartman's authority.